0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, Crypto Bro.
What's going on, crypto peeps? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with another stellar XLM piece. You already know I got the Kool-Aid, I got the sugar, full of diabetes of that XLM. Shout out to XLM. Let's get into it. Now, what we're going to talk about here is Protocol 24. I know we just had the Whisk upgrade with Protocol 23, but I kind of wanted to maybe get a step ahead and see what's coming down the pipes here for Stellar with the next upgrade. Now, this is all just message board talk. It's hypothetical. So any and all of this could potentially happen, could not. There could be more added to it. Some of this could not. These are just potentials, obviously, of what is potentially coming. Now, it says here that Protocol 24 is positioned as a leap forward in privacy-preserving technology, building directly on Protocol 23's optimizations. Now, while the details are preliminary, the focus on integrating ZK proofs, as we just saw, obviously, with the Meridian 25, that ZK is going to be part of what Stellar is going forward and doing now. Like I said, mostly based towards Soroban technology and confidential computing to address regulatory and user privacy needs in financial applications. This is what they're pushing. This is what they want. Soroban, let's go. Now they want to go zero knowledge proof integrations, ZK primitives. They want to embed ZK circuits and proofs natively into the protocol, leveraging Soroban's existing support for BLS 12-381 elliptic curves to enable verifiable computations without revealing underlying data. Now, what this does for improvements to Soroban, it allows developers to build privacy-focused smart contracts, such as confidential payments or private auctions with reduced gas costs for ZK verification. Now, this extends Protocol 23's reusable WASM cache to include ZK model pre-compilation, cutting verification times by up to 50%. So obviously faster. They want privacy. Now, the Stellar network benefits by it enables private ledgers where transaction details, amounts, and parties are shielded while maintaining auditability via proofs. This unifies classic Stellar payments with Soroban for hybrid privacy apps. Now, confidential transactions and privacy pools. It aims to introduce shielded transaction pools and mixer-like mechanisms to obscure transactions histories. Complement with standards like those from the Financial Action Task Force, the FATF. Again, what does the confidential transactions do for Soroban? It adds host functions for ZK-based state commitments, allowing contracts to handle sensitive data, tokenized assets, without exposing it on-chain. It builds on CAP-0066 read distinctions for efficient private state management. So it allows them to work on the system in a ZK-based state with privacy, private data. Now, Stellar Networks benefits with enhanced interoperability with privacy-focused chains via the CCTP v2 integrations. Well, we just saw that with the DTC or with the USDC integrations announced, obviously, reducing risk for cross-border remittances and institutional DeFi. Now, advanced ZK infrastructure and scalability tweaks. Its aim is to prototype and deploy ZK rollups or recursive proofs for off-chain computation with on-chain settlement on Stellar. Now, for Soroban, it increases its contract complexity limits for ZK-heavy apps, potentially via dynamic resource metering, while maintaining Protocol 23's parallel execution for 5,000 plus TPS. So there we go. It keeps the same parallel execution at 5,000 TPS while increases its contract complexity, so it makes it more deeper and more complex. So beautiful things here. Now, Stellar Network benefits by positioning Stellar as a privacy-first layer 1, attracting developers from Ethereum, Trash, or Monero ecosystem. So basically, they want to get more developers over here. They want, obviously, DeFi. They want Soroban. They want Stellar. They want Stellar to be the big dog on the porch. Watch the video. Stellar's going to be the big dog on the porch. Now, it may include configurable privacy thresholds via on-chain notes. Now, these upgrades are teased to establish Stellar as the most advanced network for privacy and ZK, with community brainstorming on thematic names. They're thinking about calling it Veal or Shadow. I'm actually cool with either one of those names. Both sound cool. I guess go with Shadow potentially, but Veal is also, I'm down with it. Now, no cap numbers are assigned yet, but they would likely follow the 0071 plus sequence. Now, how Protocol 24 upgrades improve Stellar and Soroban. For Soroban, it's Protocol 23 laid the scalability foundation with 2 to 5 times faster reads and unified events. Protocol 24 adds privacy layers, making Soroban suitable for enterprise-grade apps like compliant real-world assets or AI-driven confidential lending. We just talked about the AI-driven. We talked about the AI video. I think like 10 people watched it. Shout out to you. Fucking boring as hell, I'm sure. But this is where all of these crypto chains are going towards AI, running them and making them more efficient. This could reduce developer friction by 40 to 50% for privacy apps with tools like the Soroban RPC API gaining CK endpoints. Now, for Stellar overall, it shifts from fast payments to secure private finance infrastructure. Combined with recent integrations, Circle's CCTP v2 for USDC, it boosts liquidity in private ecosystems. Now, the network resilience improves via ZK fraud proofs and minimizing downtime risk. Now, early testing might occur on testnets by Q4 2025 with mainnet activation in the early 2026. Following the phased approach of prior upgrades. So that's when you could be on the lookout for it. They'll probably start talking about it at the end of this quarter, and then 2026, maybe put it into theory. There could be more added to this. There could be less. Oh, sorry, it's 4:30 in the morning. This is my last video. Now, the monetary implications and growth, obviously, that's why we're here. This is why we're talking about it. Not financial advice again. Now, Protocol 24 could ignite significant monetary growth for XLM. Okay, now the XLM price and demand, privacy features could drive a pre-upgrade rally similar to Protocol 23's 70% surge, which XLM hit 39 cents post-WISC. The ZK apps increase transaction volume, burning more XLM fees. Burn, baby, burn, we know that. Protocol 23 already saw 13,000 plus XLM in fees from 1.4 million daily calls. Expect 2 to 3 times volume growth, pushing XLM towards 50 cents to $1 if adoption mirrors Solana's ZK hype. Solana, nah. Now adoption and volume. It attracts institutions, banks for private stablecoins, and DeFi protocols needing KYC compliant privacy. Okay, that's what I'd like to see. DeFi, Agua, Soroban, potentially adding 5 to 10 billion in tokenized assets. Let's go. Building on the current 3 billion. So as you can see, they're at 3 billion. They got to their goal. Now they're talking about 5 to 10 billion in tokenized assets. So again, I'll end the video with them talking about, obviously what all this is going to do in their 3 billion. Now partners like PayPal or the new ZK focused ones could integrate, boosting daily TPS to 10,000 plus and remittances via private channels. Now the ecosystem flywheel. Obviously, you've got higher utility, which means more developers. Soroban's 12,000 plus contracts could double. Let's go. Network effects, sustained XLM scarcity. We like to see that scarcity. More burned, more people using it, more valuable yours is. Now, the risks include regulatory scrutiny on privacy tools, but Stellar's compliant focus, the FATF alignment, mitigates this. In essence, Protocol 24 could cement Stellar's edge in industrial-grade private blockchain finance, fueling monetary upside through adoption. Keep an eye on Stellar's dev forums or stellar.org for cap announcements. It's still evolving. That's a little bit of what we got right now. Again, beautiful things that's happening on Stellar. I'm a homer. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Now let's get into this video.
So So I would think about it as less about for example, asset that's issued, and I would think about it from this standpoint. We just at Meridian have announced access to over $3 billion worth of real world assets on Stellar. So there's lots of issuers, PYUSD, Ondo, Mercado Bitcoin, Centrifuge. There's a lot of them that have come into play. Red Swan doing tokenized real estate. So think about it more as, why is that so crucial? It's because assets are the first way to be able to get to those everyday financial services. And if you want to know like the real thing that matters to me, it's those everyday financial services. I'm going to keep hammering that every single day. You need credit. You need the ability to have lending. You need to have borrowing. You need to have the ability to be able to send value. That is what we need. And to get there, we need these different assets. And to see that access now is really cool.
Shout out to Nell Dixon. Shout out to Stellar. I believe in all of it. You know what I mean? PayPal, Ondo, Mercado, Centrifuge, Red Swan Digital. We've talked about all of these things in previous videos. A little here, a little there. Again, Stellar doing big things out here. Shout out to them. Meridian 25 kind of gave a little bit of exposure to all this. What we've been talking about, what we believe they're doing. They're already out there with their RWA, $3 billion on Stellar. So again, they met their goals. I believe that 5 to 15 billion is an attainable goal. I believe that they're going to hit what they're trying to hit. These people hit their mark. Again, Stellar, the plumbing, all over the world. They are Mario and Luigi. They are laying them pipes, laying the plumbing. Appreciate you taking your time, being here with me. Hope this video kind of gave you a little something. Again, pretty boring, I'm sure. Again, most of these are, but I appreciate you being here and listening to it. Hopefully getting something out of it, whatever I'm talking about or diving into. You know, time is money, so hopefully you're using your time valuably. So I'll end it on that. Like I always say, chase a check, never chase a bit.
Bye, crypto bro.